What's up, guys? So the 2020 election is now less than half a year away, and it is going to be between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. We still don't know who will be Joe Biden's vice presidential running mate. We will see about that. It will be a woman, that's all we know. But of course everyone wonders who will win, and what if I told you there was a way to find out the winner of this election? Yeah, so the 13 keys to the White House. It's a theory by Allan Lichtman, and it is based on well, let's just hear him say it himself.
Forget the pundits, forget conventional political analysis. American presidential elections are votes up or down on the strength and performance of the party holding the White House. And I have 13 keys, 13 key factors that gauge that strength and performance.
So there you have it. Now, this is not a political video, it is a political science video, I would say that. So we're going to use these 13 keys now to find out who will win this year's election. Now, of course, Allan Lichtman has not himself done this yet, he has not made his prediction. But he uses this theory, it is his theory. And of course, if he predicts something different than me later, well, that would suck and I would probably have to eat my own words. But let's take a look at this now. So the first one is party mandate. Now this is the US House of Representatives. So if the incumbent party has more seats now than they had during the previous term, after the previous midterms, now that is a key that goes against Trump. Now if 6 or more keys goes against Trump and the Republicans, they are going to lose. So the first one actually do go against Trump. So that's 1 out of 6 against him, and there are 12 left. So let's check out number 2. Okay, so incumbent party contest. Now the reason there are pictures here of Ronald Reagan, Ted Kennedy and Pat Buchanan is because they all challenged the incumbent president of their own party in 1976, in 1980 and 1982, and they all lost the nomination. And the presidents they challenged all lost. So that is why that is an important factor. History proves that it is a very important factor. And of course now there is no serious contest to Trump. You had Bill Weld, which, I mean, he got like not 10% in any state, and most states he got he got even less than 5% in many states. And there are others like Joe Walsh, Mark Sanford, Rocky De La Fuente, but there were no big challengers to Trump. So that one actually goes for Trump. So there's 1-1. Now incumbency, this one is quite obvious. I mean, he's the incumbent president. The president of the incumbent party is the candidate of the incumbent party is the sitting president. That is what this is all about. And of course, it is. So third party. This one can be a bit more tricky because there are different performances of third parties. So when Ross Perot ran in 1992, it was a very big third-party challenger. I mean, he got nearly 20% of the vote. But when Gary Johnson ran, he got like 4 million votes, about 3% of the popular vote in 2016. And that was actually enough. So Dr. Lichtman actually counted that as a third party that was destroying the chances of the incumbent. Even though many people said that he mostly took votes away from the GOP, from the Republicans and from Trump. So, third party, there is no real third party challenger this time, we think, so far. I mean, yes, Justin Amash is running for the Libertarian nomination, but by all means, there is no reason to believe that he will be a bigger challenger than Gary Johnson was the last time around. And Trump has very high approval among Republicans. There are always going to be a Libertarian nominee, but it's not going to be a big deal this time. Number 5 and 6 are both about the economy. I mean, it's short-term economy and long-term economy. And they are both very important, you know. It's the economy is stupid. If you look at them, they are quite different. Now, the economy has been quite good during Trump's entire first term until we got this pandemic, you know. Because of that, the short-term economy is quite bad. It has been sort of a recession. Stocks has gone down. Everything has become less valuable, and it's been very high volatility. And of course, people have not been employed. So in terms of short-term economy, it actually goes against the party holding the White House and Trump, but the long-term economy is still in favor of Trump and the Republican Party. So it's one for Trump and one for Biden here. Now, policy change. This is quite obvious. I mean, Trump has done a lot of changes in the policies of the United States on a national and international level. Very different from Obama, so this one is clearly in favor of Trump, because if there had not been a major policy change, people would maybe view this as a change election and try to choose the other party. It's the point of this key. And clearly this one goes in favor of Trump. Social unrest. Yeah, I just added a picture of Steve Harvey here because there is no social unrest. Scandal. Now, this one is a bit controversial because impeachment is the scandal. And Allan Lichtman said that himself. He made the judgment that impeachment put the scandal key against Trump. And it really hurts his chances. Now, of course, impeachment was very, very divided between Republicans and Democrats. There were very few crossovers. You had someone like Colin Peterson, Jeff Van Drew, Mitt Romney that voted with the opposing party. But all in all, impeachment does count as the scandal key. I'm not the master of this decision. Allan Lichtman is the professor who made this goddamn theory. So, yeah, that one goes against Trump. Now, foreign military failure and foreign military success. I actually wrote success with one S at the end. That's bad. Okay, my bad. So this one is it's a bit difficult. One of them is, I mean, foreign military failure. There has not been any big foreign or military failure, and that's not quite controversial to say. But foreign military success, there have been a few, like the killing of the leader of a certain terrorist organization in Syria, and of course the killing of the Iranian general and the opening of better relations with North Korea. But it is difficult to know how much effect this actually has on elections because of the way the press don't like to tell and make a big thing out of it. When Trump seems to achieve successes, they try to downplay it. So it is difficult to say how much that one actually counts. But there is no foreign military failures. That one goes for Trump. But when it comes to foreign or military success, I just keep that one open. Maybe yes, maybe not. And that is the only one I will keep open. So, okay. Incumbent charisma and challenger charisma. Now, in some elections, like in 1992 when Bill Clinton was running, there was a clear challenger charisma. In 1984, with Reagan seeking another term, there was a clear incumbent charisma. Now, Biden, I would probably say that he had the charisma on his side back when were debating Paul Ryan or Sarah Palin when he could finish sentences. But right now, there are just too many gaffes. He is not really... It's not an advantage for him to speak and to be in a debate with his opponent. Now, Trump, he has huge crowds, but still there is a reason that he cannot be viewed as a very charismatic guy, and that is the fact that his personality has turned off so many female educated suburban voters from the GOP. And I mean, the reason they hate him is his personality and everything about his person, his voice, his constant fighting with people. So I cannot say that any one of them actually have the charisma key on their side, which means that there is one in favor of Trump here and one in favor of Joe Biden. That's all the 13 keys, so let's see how much that adds up. Okay, so with me being in doubt about there having been a foreign or military success, it turns out that Trump has either 8 or 9 keys for him and either 4 or 5 against him. And of course, if he has 6 against him, he is going to lose. So that is what matters. And clearly now, if the election was to be held today, this theory shows that Trump will win. And I personally think that he will win in November, because I can't see any one of these keys changing. Allan Lichtman has not done this yet himself, so if he makes a theory that is contrary to mine, I would have to eat my own words. But that's it for me today, guys, so please drop a like, I would really appreciate it, and have a nice day.